grade 7 students. Myself Preeta Miss. Let's begin our maths class. From the lower class till now, when you hear about the subject mathematics, what immediately strikes your mind? Yes, of course, numbers. A flash of numbers go through your mind. So mathematics is all about numbers. As you all are familiar with different types of numbers, I am not going to explain about all those numbers right now. I just want to draw your attention into a very special type of number. For that, let's see some daily life examples. See children, in our real life situation as well as around us in nature, we go through and we see lots of positive aspects as well as negative aspects. For example, if you look into the nature itself, we can see sunrise and sunset, rainy day and sunny day, summer season and winter season, etc. And also we can see lots of emotions, feelings, different activities such as crying and laughing, love and hatred, kindness and cruelty, climbing up the stairs, climbing down the stairs, traveling to north, traveling to south, etc. In banking and business field, we have deposits and withdrawal, making profit, getting loss. In sports field, winning a game, losing a game, and of course in society, rich and poor people, middle class and high class people, and so on. Through all these activities and examples, what we could see is that at every point of life, there are two sides, positive as well as negative. Likewise in numbers, we have a very special type of number with positive numbers and negative numbers including 0. 0 is a neutral number which does not have any sign. So now you might have understood about which number I would like to speak about. Exactly, set of integers. So today's topic is integers. Integers. Integers is a set of numbers having 0 in the middle and right of 0 positive integers, positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, etc. and left of 0 negative integers, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, etc. And this set of integers is denoted by a letter Z. So what all examples I have explained earlier, in which positive aspects can be connected to positive integer and negative aspects can be connected to negative integer. As on the right of 0, the numbers are increasing. The integer which is next to 0 on the right, that's positive 1, which is the smallest integer, and the biggest integer is infinite. And on the left of 0, the numbers are decreasing, and the integer which is very next to 0 on the left, which is negative 1, which is the biggest negative integer, and the smallest negative integer is infinite. This concept would help you to compare between two integers. For example, negative 3, negative 2. Negative 3, negative 2. We need to compare these two integers, which is bigger. So for that, we need to check which integer comes right of the other. So as we look at the set of integers, we can see that negative 2 comes right of negative 3. So we can say that negative 2 is bigger than negative 3. Let's see another example. Negative 3 and positive 5. Here, as we check the set of integers, positive 5 comes to the right of negative 3. So we can say that positive 5 is greater than negative 3. So this same concept you can apply to do the ascending order as well as descending order of integers. Next we move on to how to represent integers on a number line. For that, let's draw a normal number line and mark 0 in the middle, and with equal spacing to the right, mark positive integers, and with equal spacing to the left, mark negative integers. So this all shows that integers are very important as our daily life is very much connected to positive aspects and negative aspects. Next we move on to a very important concept of integer, that is operation on integers. First let's see the addition operation. Addition. Addition of integers is not exactly like normal numbers. There we need to follow certain rules. Before I explain certain rules, I would like to give you certain examples in order to create the rule of addition of integers. Let's see the examples. Example 1. I have 4 chocolates and my sister has 3 chocolates. How many chocolates do we have now? Let's take the question once again. I have 4 chocolates and my sister has 3 chocolates. How many chocolates do we have now? So we are going to connect the situation with integers. I have 4 chocolates. So it's a positive concept. So positive 4. And my sister has 3 chocolates. Again it's a positive concept. So positive 3. How many chocolates do we have now? So total. So how many chocolates do we have? We have 7 chocolates. And 7 chocolates is also a positive concept. So we put the sign positive 7. Let's look at the next example. I lost 4 red marbles and 3 blue marbles. How many marbles have I lost? Let's take the question once again. I lost 4 red marbles and 3 blue marbles. How many marbles have I lost? So connecting the situation with integers, I lost 4 red marbles. So lost is a negative concept. So negative 4. And I lost 3 blue marbles, again negative concept. So how many marbles have I lost? So I lost 7 marbles. So lost is a negative concept, so negative 7. Let's look on to the third example. I have 4 chocolates and I lost 3 chocolates. How many chocolates do I have now? Check the question once again. I have 4 chocolates and I lost 3 chocolates. So how many chocolates do I have now? So let's relate the concept. 4 chocolates I am having. So it's positive 4. And I lost 3 chocolates. So negative 3. So how many chocolates do I have now? I have only 1 chocolate. And 1 chocolate, it's a positive concept. So positive 1. Using these examples, we are going to create the rule of integers. Rule of integers on addition. Okay. To create the rule, I can give you 3 clues or 3 steps which will help you to create the rule. So the 3 steps are, first one, check the sign of given integers. That's the first step. Second step, process done to get the answer. That is add or subtract. Finally, check the sign of the answer. So these are the three clues to create the rule for addition of integers. Let's check the example 1 and example 2. In example 1 and example 2, we can see that check the sign of the given integers. The given integers are 4 and 3, same sign, positive. Here also given integers are same sign, negative. So we are going to create the first rule. Let's write the clues. Same sign. Okay. Second step, process done to get the answer. Check the answer. What is the process done? Answer is 7. Add or subtract. 4 plus 3, adding 7. 4, 3, adding 7. So the process done is add. Now, final, third step. Check the sign of the answer. Sign of the answer is positive, exactly same as the given integers. And sign of the answer is negative, exactly same of the given integer. So the sign will be the same sign. So combining these three steps, we are going to write the rule. Rule is when two integers have same sign, comma, add, the process done is add, and put the same sign. Put the same sign. I repeat the rule. When two integers have same sign, add and put the same sign. Now let's move on to the third example to get the rule 2. Look at the third example. The integers, check the sign. They are not same sign, they are different sign. So the clue number 1, different sign. Then, process done to get the answer. 4 and 3. It's not by adding 4 and 3 we get 1, by subtracting. So the second clue is subtract. Third clue, sign of the answer. What is the sign of the answer? Answer is positive. Positive is the sign of the bigger number. So, sign of the bigger number. Sign of the bigger number. Now, combine these three clues, you will get the rule number 2. That is, when two integers have different sign, subtract and put the sign of the bigger number. Bigger number. So repeat the rule. When two integers have different sign, subtract and put the sign of the bigger number. Once again, rule number 1. When two integers have same sign, add and put the same sign. And rule number 2. When two integers have different sign, subtract and put the sign of the bigger number. So keeping this rule in mind, let's solve a few questions. Solve. First one, positive 8 plus positive 3. Second, negative 8 plus negative 3. Third, negative 11 plus positive 6. Let's solve. Keep the rule, check the rule and follow the question. Positive 8 plus positive 3. It goes with first rule. Same sign. What does the first rule say? Same sign means add and put the same sign. So when you add 8 and 3, we get 11 and put the same sign. So positive 11. Second question. Negative 8 plus negative 3. Again, they are having same sign. Follows the first rule. So add and put the same sign. So negative 11. Now coming to the third question, they are having different sign. So what you have to do? It goes with the second rule. Subtract 11 and 6. Subtract. We get 5 and put the sign of the bigger number. That is negative 5.